This is the Relationship Podcast.
This is the Mental Health Podcast.
This is the Self-Love Podcast.
This is the Real Life Podcast.
And this is my sister's keeper. Hey! Hey, everybody.
Hey.
Welcome back to another episode of My Sister's Keeper. It's your girl, Chae Yay, and
it's your girl, Nina Beans. Hey.
And once again, we would like to thank all of our supporters, our followers, and our listeners on audio. And as we always do, stress that we definitely appreciate the support, but we do need more likes, more shares, more follows, more subscribers, because that definitely helps us grow our channel and all of our social media platforms. Oh yeah, I want to mention that I just created myself an Instagram. It is Chae Yay _MSK. So y'all can look me up and find me on Instagram. And
I still gotta do mine.
Yeah,
I will one day.
When you get to it, I mean, then you'll announce yours. But at the end, we'll tell y'all where y'all can follow us and find us and listen to our content.
Yes.
So let's get a recap of last week, Nina Beans.
All right. So as y'all know, last week first of all, we did a recap of our whole podcast, like the whole show and everything like that. Mm-hmm. But the main topic, it was mental health check number 3.
Yeah.
And we talked about the topic of forgiveness. Now, I mean, I did get a little emotional. But y'all know me. I'm an emotional ass bitch. And I'm not going to apologize for it. I'm unapologetically emotional. This is me. And I'd still be fucking up words, apparently. So that's okay, too. Yeah.
Tongue twister every single time.
Every single time. Like, I don't know. Ever since that episode, I don't understand.
Which one was it that you started on?
It was the virtual reality.
Oh.
When I did what was I trying to say? That quote. It just fucked me up forever. What was it?
I don't know.
Something living.
Oh, present moment living.
Present moment living.
Yes.
That fucked me up, man.
I think you might need speech class.
No, the hell I don't. It's just, I don't know. I get too excited and like certain words I say, like, I don't know, my tongue can't handle it, or I don't know what the fuck's going on.
It's all good.
But yeah. So anyway, we talked about forgiveness, and it kind of went back to like episode 4, you know, about we were so naive. Like we both like were talking about forgiving those people that wronged us and shit.
And also forgiving ourselves.
Yes.
For things we let happen that we shouldn't have, and not setting boundaries when we should have. But, you know, we were young.
Yes.
I know that's like an excuse people use a lot, but you really don't have the capacity in your brain to make wise choices. Like, we want to believe we do. We think we grown when we turn 18, but no.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
You got to go through some stuff to realize what you're worth, right?
Right. Unfortunately, right. But hey, life is a journey, and you just got to go through that shit. So, yeah. So, Chae, what are we going to be talking about today?
Today, we're talking about red flags and deal breakers. All right? So, I know you got a lot to say about it, because I know I do.
Well, first of all, what's your definition of a red flag?
Okay.
Oh, shit.
I'm sorry.
Clear that throat.
Yes. But this is a definition that's according to sciencepeople.com. Okay. And then I'm going to say my version afterwards.
Okay.
So on here, it says that a red flag is a warning sign that can indicate a problem, miscommunication, or challenge in the future with a potential love interest. So some examples of red flags are talking about only themselves, avoiding difficult conversations, gossiping about their ex, and withholding affection. Dating red flags can be brought out through a negative sign or action, and a verbal or physical cue, or the hint of a personality flaw, and they can be dangerous if not spotted early. So red flags to me, like, let me give you a situation. Somebody, like, say you go out on a date with somebody, and they're like rude to the waiter or waitress.
I hate that shit.
That's a big issue.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know that person personally, and you have the nerve. Like, especially if you never, I think some people do that because they never had to work in that field, but like that's so ignorant.
It tells a lot to me, it tells a lot about their character.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even though you probably can't relate to that person because you never had that job, I can still tell you, like, you look down on that person.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, you think you better than them because they're bringing you your food.
They're the help.
Right.
That's fucked up.
But you got to pay for it. And it's a job for everybody out there.
Yeah.
I never was a waitress, but I would never. And I always tip a decent tip.
Me too. Because I'm the opposite. I don't know about you, but like, I feel like I feel more compassion for people that do service jobs because I know other people treat them like shit so much. I mean, I haven't been a waitress, but I have worked in, you know, a lot of customer service bullshit jobs.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah, like I tend to be extra nice to those kind of people because I know that's a hard job. Like,
yeah,
fuck,
that's
deal
not
with the
easy.
public. Yeah.
You deal with multiple personalities all day long.
Yeah, constantly.
And then no matter what kind of day you having, if you're trying to work for a tip, you have to be nice.
Yep, put on that smile and push through.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that. I really do.
Yes.
But that's an example for me of a red flag that you could spot early because, like, say you go on a first date, that's something you could see right away.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. So I have a little bit of information as well. So according to insider.com, relationship red flags are warning signs that there may be unhealthy patterns or behaviors between you and your partner or love interest, especially in new relationships. Lust and love can cloud your judgment for sure, making it difficult to pick up on red flags. More well-known red flags, of course, are abusive behavior and aggression. However, some red flags in relationships are easy to miss. For example, toxic behaviors like manipulation, gaslighting, and narcissism can actually slip under the radar, and like you won't really notice it until that shit's too late. So Chae, how about let's talk about some, like you said, you gave an example, but like, what are some of like the red flags you've noticed in your like dating history? Like anything you want to talk about?
Let me see. I don't know. Like, I understand that like when you're getting to know somebody, it's like a difference between accepting somebody for who they are and then them just being an asshole. Like, so let me see an example. I cannot think of one right off the top of my head right now.
Or like, how about this? What are some red flags that you notice immediately in somebody or something that turns you off? Like anything in particular?
Just a conversation. Like if they're talking about themselves and only themselves and I'm like barely getting to say anything about myself, like that's a red flag to me.
Yes.
Because it's like,
that's one of mine
you
too.
don't really want to get to know me. You just want to talk about you.
Yeah.
So like, what are we doing here?
Right.
It's kind of weird when that happens, but that's like with me noticing red flags, I'm easy to cut somebody off quick because clearly you don't care about what I have to say. And there's nothing to talk about.
Yeah.
Like if you want to talk to yourself, I'll just hang up or I'll leave. And
have you ever actually hung up on somebody or like got off?
Yeah, I have. But if you date somebody in person, that's a different story.
Yeah.
I never left a date or walked out, but I feel like I should have a few times.
Same. Fucking same. I just can't do it because I feel like it's like, that's just not my, I can't do it, but I wanted to.
There's a good way to do it though, like by going to the bathroom and never coming back.
That's fucked up.
You better make sure you drove or you got an Uber waiting for you.
For real. Shit. Or I'll call you and be like, hey, come get me. No, I'm just playing.
You know I would though. You know I would.
Yeah. So anything else you want to add to that?
What other red flags? Like, I don't really care about the chivalry thing, like holding doors open for me. It's a nice gesture.
Wait, so hold on. So you wouldn't feel no kind of way if like a guy like didn't hold the door for you? Like say like,
I mean, not if he just let it slam in my face.
I was about to say, like,
but I'm saying like making sure he runs in front of me to do it. Like that's not really a big deal for me. If I'm ahead of you, I'm gonna just open the door.
Yeah, that's how I am.
So I don't think that's a red flag. That's a simple, I'm an able-bodied person. It's really not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Like, don't treat me like I can't do anything on my own because I can.
I don't think it's that. It's just some guys are just really...
Niggas can't win.
Not with Chae. I don't know.
Niggas can't win.
What you mean? mean?
It's like, I don't
You
know.
just said you're an able-bodied, like,
Yes.
if I want to open your doors or...
No, I'm saying that's not a red flag. Like, I wouldn't be offended. That's all.
I'm a door opener.
That's a
As
nice...
you should be.
Yeah, that's nice. Like, but it's really not that big of a deal to me.
Okay.
I open the door for you to get in the car. I won't open it for you to get out.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's doing too much.
Yeah,
I mean-
I'm not running around
What are you,
to the other side.
my valet?
Yeah, chauffeur.
Yeah, nah.
I have had that done, though. Like,
Somebody open the car
They
door?
was like, wait, don't open the door.
Oh, damn. All right.
That's
If we dressed up
Mm-hmm.
and you got like a dress on, then
Some nice shoes.
yeah,
Yeah.
let me do that.
Okay.
Yeah. But it's just not a red flag for me. Like, that's not a big deal. I can't really... You give me some examples. What's some red flags for you?
So I had to write them down because I knew I was going to forget.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's see if my fucking phone would unlock because my
Are you
shit's
serious?
dead ass. My phone is a piece of shit. Okay, so I made a couple, like a little list. So some of mine, like yours, the first one was like the person like talking mostly about themselves and literally like never asking me like anything about me. That is a clear indicator that they literally don't give a fuck about what you have to say. It's not
Yeah.
even just for like a potential love interest though. Even like in friendships or
Yeah.
any kind of like business relationship, whatever. If somebody literally constantly talks about themselves, listen, don't even question it. They don't give a fuck about what you got to say. They don't. They just want to say what they got to say, and that's all that matters. So just know that. Like, that shit's crazy. Like, when I was younger, I told y'all, like, before, like, my goal was always to please the other person because I'm a recovering people pleaser. But you got to it's not even being selfish. It's just, like, it should be a mutual exchange.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And that shit's important. Don't ever ignore that. That's number fucking one,
Yeah.
first of all. So another one I got is talking about an ex too much.
Oh, yeah. How could I forget?
Okay, let me give y'all an example. I have actually a story time real quick. In the past, like it was somebody like in the past that I used to work with or whatever. And we met up somewhere like to go eat or whatever. And he fucking, like, I didn't get a word in, first of all. So he was the first two red flags.
Wow.
I didn't get a word in. And also he was like basically like unpacking all his baggage onto me, like venting to me about his baby mom / girlfriend. Well, not girlfriend, but that probably is his fucking girlfriend. Nowadays, most guys still fuck with the baby mom
They
anyway.
still live together. What you mean?
But talking about his baby mom and just like how she don't do this, she don't do that. And then like the way that okay, I can't fucking talk. When I was younger though, I used to ignore red flags because like my whole thing is I always want to see the good in people.
Yeah.
Like I ignore the bad shit because I know I have a lot of issues, but you cannot ignore this shit. If it's right, you better pay attention to that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, he was talking way too much about her issues with their kid, and it's like, so you ain't gonna ask me about my day,
Right?
How I'm feeling,
That's
nothing.
weird.
Like I'm like, hey, how you doing? Like, you know what's going on? Well, this bitch, blah blah blah.
He just started
blah, blah, blah. Like,
unloading.
I'm like, oh shit, what am I, your therapist?
Yeah.
The fuck? You better pay me, bitch.
You're
Like,
a really great listener.
I am, but that's not a bad thing, but it is to the wrong people.
Yeah, because they take advantage of you, like, in that way.
Yeah, and it completely turned me off. And then gonna have the nerve, like, the next couple of days, like, so when can I see you again? I don't.
So you can unload more baggage on me?
like you don't know nothing about me. I know your whole life,
Yeah.
and you don't know shit about me. Like I don't.
That's
I don't want to talk
weird.
to you.
It's like he was telling you everything he should have been saying to her, or whatever he got a problem with. He's just telling it to the wrong person.
And I wouldn't even say the wrong person, but there's a time and a place for everything.
Yeah.
I don't know you like that. And your first impressions matter. You should not be unloading that shit onto a person that you're trying to make your love interest. Like, what the fuck? Right.
Maybe he wasn't, you know?
Well, either way, whatever you was trying to do, you failed because
Yeah.
you got me fucked up. But another red flag I would say would be, wait, let me look real quick. Ooh, this is a good one. Victim mentality. So you ever meet a person, not even just for relationships, but we are talking about relationships, but literally every like thing they talk about, like, first of all, everybody's their enemy. They don't have no friends, no family because everybody fucks them over.
Yeah.
It's them against the world kind of
Yeah.
mentality. I ain't gonna lie. I used to be like that. I was toxic as fuck. Toxic as fuck. There you go.
What?
I was toxic as fuck. Like when I was younger, and I used to have a I used to have
you gotta give me time to laugh. I'm sorry.
I be trying to get my thoughts together, and I think like my brain go faster than my mouth goes faster than my brain, and like I can't process the words or some shit. Because I'm really excited about this topic, y'all. Okay. So yeah, I used to be real toxic, and I used to literally blame everybody, even though, everybody got shit, everybody got problems. And I was like that. I used to voice all my issues, and like I never knew how to take accountability. And that's a big sign when people play that victim mentality. They can't take accountability. Don't ever ignore that. Because later on, if you do get in a relationship with that person, they're never going to take accountability. You are always the bad guy. And I couldn't see that.
Well, see, I'm the type of person that if I see you not taking accountability, I'm going to ask you. So, like, you don't think you did anything wrong? Like, because nobody's perfect. And how do all these bad things keep happening to you with people? Right. You're the common denominator. Are you kidding me?
Right. For real, though. For real. I remember, for example, that date with that guy. I remember I asked him, I was like, so there's nothing you did? I think I did ask him. I was like, so it was just all her. Like, you just completely innocent.
That's impossible.
Right. Everybody, we're all humans. We're all flawed. Like, you got me fucked up.
Even if they did something to you first, I mean, if you still in that situation, you're doing something back.
Right.
So both of y'all turn into the bad guy. Like, don't act like it's just coming from one person.
Right.
Obviously, somebody got to start it. But, if you still in the mix, you a part of the problem.
And I just got to keep talking about this guy because, like, he's on my mind about this topic because he is like a walking red flag. Like, my whole list is kind of like him. This is fucked up, but it's true. But there's multiple people like this, though. But I just keep thinking about this one person in particular because, like, it's fucking weird. So, like, remember you told me, like, I can't remember which episode it was, but that you went on a double date. I was dating some guy like a year or two ago.
Yeah.
And his friend, you said you felt like he hated women.
Yes.
This guy was like that. Like, it sounded like he had like a great disdain and hatred towards women. But it's like you obviously still want to engage with him and fuck them, but you could tell he hates women.
That's a real thing. It's real.
There's women like that about men too, though. There's people are like that. Like, they might hate the opposite sex and shit, but they still want to fuck them and stuff. Or entertain the idea.
It's real. It's a real thing. Like,
I think it's a mental illness for real.
The demeanor of them, everything, like, it's a disgusted look on their face, but they still want to talk to you and then also tell you about all the bad things they've been through with the opposite sex. Like, It's crazy.
Wait, so you're saying you hate a person,
but you still want, like, benefits from them. Like, you might not actually like them, but you like what they could do for you. You get what I'm saying?
Nah, I'm not. I can't relate.
It's not you, but somebody like that. There's people like that, and it's fucking scary.
Yeah,
that's weird.
It is, but people are fucked up. Like, you got to be careful.
There's too many people in this world.
I know.
To be like...
Obviously, they're the common denominator.
Right.
I had a friend, a really close friend. You know who I'm talking about? Who wanted to be my friend so bad, but he actually wanted more from me.
Oh,
but
okay.
He really,
I think he's a sociopath, though.
He might be, but I think he was one of those people that really just wanted to get something from women, but couldn't because he was the common denominator. He was the problem, but he couldn't see that. So he really secretly hated women, but he obviously wanted to be with one.
Maybe because he felt inadequate, so he had like a hatred.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It was a big insecurity.
I knew there was something wrong with him from the moment I actually first met him.
I know.
I told you I felt so uncomfortable around him. I'm like, there's something like you can feel people's vibrations. You can feel their energy, and it was like dark. It was just darkness.
Yeah,
I hated it. I hated being around him.
I think we got an intuition. I don't know if it's all people or maybe it's just us, because even if somebody's being funny on the outside and being happy and trying to make you laugh, but there's something inside them that's still like, that ain't sitting right with me.
For real. Like,
I don't know.
And that's my problem. Like I said, I used to try to see the good in people and shit, and I would ignore it. Like, I knew it was there, but I would still ignore it. And it's like, so later on when like I got into maybe an abusive relationship or something, then I'm like, oh, well, that makes sense. Yeah. I remember that. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's a gut feeling. You really got to trust it.
But now that I'm older, I don't deal with that. Like, I might entertain it for a second, but once I see some shit that I really don't like, or you make me feel some kind of way, I'm done. I will cut. I believe in ghosting now. Remember we talked about that?
Yeah.
I used to hate people that ghosted people, but sometimes it's necessary because there are people out there that are mentally fucked. Like, I know I got issues, but I mean, fucked. Like, there's no coming back from that shit. I don't care how much medication or therapy you take. Some people are fucked.
Yeah, they are.
Like, for real.
And then they be resistant to get help too. So
yes.
yeah.
Oh, one more red flag. Actually, I got two more real quick.
Nina, let's go.
I know. So, okay, y'all gonna think I'm a hypocrite because, you know, my whole history, and I think I will forever be a freak hoe. I'm just a sexual person. And if I really
but when I say it,
well, you the one that gave me that name, a freak hoe, so I like it. I'm just rolling with it.
You need to get that tattooed on your forehead.
I should get a tramp stamp. Freak hoe on my right there. Freak hoe.
Let's do it.
I might, for real. I like that. But like, I'm talking about as far as like somebody that you do not have an established connection with, somebody that you probably just met either on the internet or in person, whatever, but you just go out with them and they are overly sexual in the beginning, like overly sexual. Like, I'm talking about not even just guys, girls too.
Yeah.
Like, sending just unsolicited nude pics, especially dick pics or titty pic, whatever. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like men do that more than women.
I was actually listening to one of my favorite YouTubers, Kev Hicks. You know, I don't know if y'all.
Yeah, I know who
I
that
love
is.
like he's like a dating guru.
Yeah.
Kev Hicks talks guys and girls or something, whatever his thing is called. And he was talking about he was actually talking about like the unsolicited dick pics, and he was saying something about like he's never met a man who has genuine intentions for a female that sends unsolicited dick pics, and not talking about like I said, not talking about somebody you have an established connection with or a rapport with. I'm talking about somebody you don't even really know.
Yeah.
If they're genuine, they don't send that shit. Like, if they just want to fuck you, obviously, yeah, they'll, because men put out fillers.
First of all, they need to cut that out right now.
But listen though, men put out fillers. They want to see they want to like test the limits, see what your boundaries are.
Yeah.
And that's not a bad thing technically, because women do it too. We just do it in a different way. But everybody puts out fillers to see, like, you know, what I can say to you, what I could do to see, like, that's how you can like somebody.
But
see,
that
like,
one is really out of line.
No, I'm not saying it isn't, but I'm just
Okay.
saying like those people in general, yeah, that's kind of fucked up. But like that's what their intention is, to see, like, you know,
What they can get away with.
and some women, even if like, say like you're initially disgusted with it, because this has happened to me before, and he said this too, and it's actually fucking true. Say like you're initially disgusted, like even if it's like, oh fuck, why the fuck did you send me that? But then some women, like if you got a little bit of, he said this is how he said it, if you got a little bit of kink in you, and I got a little hole in me, so if you got a little bit of kink in you, you might go back to that picture, look at it, give it a second thought, like, ooh, I mean, you know. Oh, okay. And then like what they do when they send an unsolicited dick pic, no matter what the result is, they kind of want to put that image in your head, as far as like, first of all, what they look like naked, you know, my word, naked. And like you can picture you and that person, so it kind of creates this fantasy over time, and you might go back to it, and then you might entertain it, then y'all might talk again, next thing you know, you in his bed. That has happened to me a couple times, even though I didn't like it initially. That has happened. Listen though, but listen, what he said was he's never met a man that was genuine, loving, and caring, that actually cared about the person that just sent an unsolicited dick pic. So what that means is there's like, those people are not interested in that. And that, listen though, I'm not saying that makes them a bad person, but clearly you want different things. You know what I'm saying?
So if the girl wants just sex.
Oh, that's different. No,
Yeah.
that's different. If you're all on the same thing, go ahead, fuck. Just
Yeah.
get some fucky time.
But
Yeah, that's my word, fucky time.
do y'all say the news that, you know,
unsolicited?
I don't do unsolicited.
I've never done it unsolicited.
grow up?
What
Grow
you mean
up.
grow
Hold
up.
up. You send unsolicited dick pics?
No, that's men can't do that. Women is double standard.
I don't send
I
unsolicited.
don't feel comfortable doing that. First of all, people like to expose people. I'm not interested.
Well, I'm already exposed on the internet. You can see my whole asshole.
Oh, that's why you send it on Snap.
We don't
We
have,
don't
a
have
snap.
Snap. We're old. I don't fuck with
Again,
Snap.
Grow up.
First of all, Snapchat sounds very immature. Thank you very much.
Right, we in our 30s. What the fuck you doing on Snap? We old as
You got
hell.
a TikTok?
Yes.
Yeah, but that's only for the
Okay, no,
podcast.
no.
It's only for the
It's for the
podcast.
show.
We don't really be on there like that.
No. I don't really care for Snapchat. I have a boyfriend. I'm not about to be sending, like, if he wanted, I'm in person.
Okay, y'all, one more and then we got to move on.
Okay.
So this one is also from Kev Hicks. Like, I love what he said, and it's fucking true. I just couldn't put it into words, but he said it perfectly for me. So he said, be aware, well, actually stay clear of people who constantly seek to humble you. At first, I didn't understand what the fuck that
what does
meant.
that mean?
People that basically give you polite put downs. Like, you ever meet a person that, like, they're very condescending in a nice way. Even if they say it, like, jokingly or they smile, they're putting you down. Like, I never really paid attention to that. Like, not even just in a romantic relationship, like friendships, whatever. There are people that do that shit. And I always be around those kind of people, and they, like, suck the fucking life out of you. But basically, the way he described it, they probably do that because either there's some kind of inadequacy within them, or they feel insecure. So, like, or they feel insecure around you. There's something about you that they feel like they got to put down to build themselves up. So they build themselves up to put you down. And he was talking about, as far as like dating, like, say there's a fine female, like she's sexy as fuck, and, you know, she's usually used to like a lot of male attention. Yeah. If it's a guy that's kind of insecure or he feels inadequate, he kind of like politely puts her down to kind of put her in her place, like to humble her. And in some situations, that's okay. Because there are some females that are stuck up as fuck, but not always. I'm talking about people who constantly do that because they got to keep you in your place. You ever meet somebody like that?
Yeah. And I cut them off.
Like, what'd they do though? Like,
probably gave me a backhanded compliment. Yeah. And I'm just like, you didn't have to say that. You could have kept that to yourself. Like, you know, I don't really remember exactly what was said, but yeah, I definitely experienced that before. Like, I know already. Excuse me. Oh, I'm about to choke.
Uh-oh. Oh, shit.
But, like, I don't think I'm the cutest girl in the world. But, like, if I'm feeling like I'm pretty today or whatever, like, you don't have to say anything. Like, I already know.
Wait, you know what do you mean say anything is what? They say it in a put-down way?
Yeah,
like,
in a put-down way. Like, I don't know. I can't think of an example.
Like that dress isn't really fitting for you.
Something like that. Or, I mean, I appreciate the honesty, but I think I look nice in it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Or you ever have somebody like give you like an unwanted opinion? Like, I didn't even ask for it and you just say something.
That's another one.
Yeah.
Yeah. I hate that so much.
I have a coworker like that, and I'd be wanting to cuss him the fuck out. Like, he'll just come up to me sometimes and just be like, what did he say one day? Something about like, your eyebrows are messed up today. Like,
are
bitch,
you
I didn't ask you that. Like, bitch, I ain't ask you nothing about my fucking eyebrows. Fuck you, okay? I'm at work. I don't give a fuck.
That's hilarious. Why?
You said so a man can't be like, you're pretty?
No.
We're talking about put downs.
Backhanded compliments. Like you started off nice, but then you like pull that away real quick, like to make sure that you know you ain't all that though. Like, it's cute, but you know,
there's always
it ain't all that.
Stay away.
Yeah,
right. And there's women that do that shit too, though. Like, I'm not saying just men. There's men and women.
I think more women do that to more women than a man does.
Yeah, because I was saying even in friendships and shit. Yeah. Like, I've been friends with a couple. I call them fucking narcissists. I don't know what they are, but
frenemies.
Whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah,
like, it be people that be the closest to you that be hating on you secretly, like dissing you and shit, and like right in your face, smiling in your face, but like they really talking down. It's like fucked up.
Just to make sure that they number one and you're number two.
To keep you in check, to let you know your place. Basically. Yeah. All right, y'all. So moving on. So we were talking about red flags. Let's talk a little bit about deal breakers. So, as y'all should know, a relationship deal breaker is a negative trait or behavior that a person has that would cause you to end a relationship. So basically, it's a non-negotiable. So research suggests that there are 7 primary deal breakers, which are being abusive, arrogant, clingy, dirty, hostile, unambitious, and unattractive. So Chae, what are some of your deal breakers?
Okay, my number one deal breaker is not on that list.
Okay.
And it's because I'm getting to the age where this may not be possible for very much longer. So a deal breaker would be, if I was to start a new relationship now, it would be like if somebody wasn't interested in having kids.
Okay.
That would be one of my deal breakers because I do want to have one more.
What you laughing at?
Because she got more than that.
More than what? What? More deal breakers? I mean, it's not very many. I think I'm like, why is my voice going away?
I kind of like the raspiness. It was like, I think I like
What's another one of your deal breakers?
I think that another deal breaker would be somebody who is unambitious. That's good because I have ambitions and I don't want to be doing this by myself. Like, we both got to want more.
Keep going.
And, I mean, would you say it was, it would cause you to end a relationship?
Yeah, it's like a non-negotiable. Like, I'm not doing this. I'm not going to be with a person if they do this or if they are like that, you know?
Laziness, I guess, would be one. Meaning, like, just not willing to be a partner, but just want to be there for benefits. Because first of all, y'all can't. Listen to our audio people and the viewers because he's not in the camera frame.
He did this.
He did that. It's not a deal breaker because I wouldn't even begin. First of all, if you want to go there,
hold up. I know
we
you.
Wouldn't even.
Hold up. I know you. Don't play. don't play.
All right, that was one time, Nina. And that one time, I was trying something
Shrimp
different.
Basket.
Shut up. Listen, I was trying something different that time. That's the only time. The only time. So don't even go there. You see, it didn't work, right?
Yeah.
So that was the deal breaker.
I'm happy.
I mean,
broke it off.
Oh, right. It was the deal breaker. he was coming up short.
Oh my gosh, y'all get on my nerves. But there was more though. It really was because I think that I could have like if the other things outweighed. Oh my gosh,
Not used to the new mics.
If other things outweighed that, I think it could have worked. But it was other things. Okay, that was number one though.
Numero uno.
Yes, numero uno.
I can't roll my R's.
Numero.
No, it's a numero.
But let me see what else. Do I have more deal breakers? Oh, I guess I really appreciate a man who's close to his mom. Like the way you treat her does kind of reflect how you would treat me. Like I do think that's really important.
That's even a red flag too. I forgot about that one.
Yeah.
You ever date a guy or think you're or want to date a guy and then they start talking about their relationship with their mom and they talk down like she's the even if their mom is a bad person.
Yeah.
You don't say that to somebody that you're trying to get to date you. Like,
I know somebody very not close now, but directly in contact with me who would be your nephew's dad.
We ain't gonna go there.
Yeah, wait, that's not.
He's a walking, talking red flag. Okay.
So, what's some deal breakers for you, Nina?
Nina.
I made a little list, but it's not even a lot because it's only 3 on here because I knew I was gonna forget them. But I have other ones too. But bad hygiene.
Oh yeah, we're too old for that.
Yeah, you can't be stupid.
Yeah, I want to give y'all a nasty fact about me though. You know this. I love the smell of raw onions, so I really don't mind musty people. But no, I'm not gonna date a musty person.
She's so gross.
But I do like the smell of Whoppers and onions.
Okay, but not on a human body.
That's disgusting.
That's
No, I wouldn't date somebody who smelled like a Whopper.
So why did you have to say that?
I just thought that was a fun fact. I do like the smell of onions. Anyway, okay.
OMG.
All right, so these two are a little more serious though. Disrespectful / abusive behavior. I'm talking about mentally, verbally, emotionally, and of course physically. Like obviously, get the fuck out. Some the other ones are more subtle. I mean, obviously, physical is more like, okay, it's a fucking problem. I'm in danger. I need to get the fuck out. I'm not even talking about just women though. I'm not talking about women like with an abusive man. I'm talking about men with abusive women. And this is something that a lot of people don't like to talk about. And I'm gonna fucking talk about it real quick because this shit pisses me the fuck off. And like I said, I might be called a pick me. I don't give a fuck. I don't like anybody putting their hands on anybody. Like, I can understand defending yourself. That's different. But like you know females that just be like putting their hands on guys.
Yeah.
And then they brag about it online.
Out of nowhere.
I don't like that, and I feel like you deserve to get knocked the fuck out.
Yeah.
That's just me though. Like,
yeah, 100%.
If you hit a man, you deserve to get hit back like a man. And I truly believe that. Like, I'm not gonna put my hands on you. If I love you and I truly love you, even if I don't love you, I'm not going to put my hands on you because I don't want you to put your fucking hands on me.
Right. And then you want to cry about it once he do, though.
Or call the cops.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck are you talking about? That is some toxic ass shit. And like a lot of people don't talk about that. And it pisses me off. Like I said, there's a distinct difference between defending yourself. But I'm talking about the females that just be beating up on their men.
Right.
And a lot of men don't realize they're in a domestic violence situation.
Right.
They think that's normal too.
Because they're afraid. And honestly, it's not equal. Like the help is not equal.
Right. A lot of if you go, there's not like a battered men's shelter. Right. Or is there?
I don't know.
Or they'll laugh at a man usually.
Right.
Like that's fucked up.
They're afraid to seek help. Like that's not fair.
And men be in some really abusive ass relationships. They don't even realize it. And that's fucking sad. Mm-hmm. Like there's people out here that will genuinely love and respect your ass. You over here getting beat the fuck up by this bitch. Like, what is wrong with people? People need to go to therapy. They need to go to fucking therapy. Like people, I'm gonna say this every fucking episode. Go to fucking therapy. Get your shit together. All of y'all.
Yes.
Everybody's fucked up.
Therapy advocates.
Yes.
For real.
For real. Another one is, obviously, because I told y'all I date fucking... I don't do it anymore. I've dated. Let me make that clear. I have dated a lot of sociopaths and psychopaths because my personality attracts those kind of people. And I'm seeing that about myself and I'm changing that. I'm not trying to be accessible to those kind of people. And I can see red flags now, so I get the fuck away. Mm-hmm. But if somebody's displaying, a deal breaker for me is once I see they're displaying signs of like a personality disorder, as mainly sociopaths, psychopaths, or narcissistic. Like, there's just so much shit. Like, even little subtle shit I can catch on to now. And it's like, oh, no. Like,
I wish I knew more traits about those personalities.
Do your research, man. The information is out there. One more quick little story time. There was somebody that I thought about talking to in the past. And I almost was going to go out with them on a date. Mm-hmm. And they just started saying some crazy shit. Like, it turned me the fuck off.
That's scary.
Like, we all have like dark thoughts sometimes. Yeah. But you don't say your dark thoughts, especially to somebody that you're trying to impress. Mm-hmm. This fucker was just saying some psycho shit.
Like, do you care to share?
I don't know. And
you don't have to.
I don't even care if they ever hear this, because if you do, you should know that you fucked up. Fuck it. Somebody I used to like, I didn't even talk to him. He used to try to talk to me like in the past. Like he fucking, I guess I can give an example. I don't even know. He owns a lot of guns. And I was just like, what the fuck? I made a joke.
That's uncomfortable to me.
I don't know. Some people are gun fanatics.
Yeah, but like, why? Are you a hunter? Do you actually go and hunt?
His thing was because the government's changing. They're trying to like ban guns. So he wants to have as many as he can.
Why do you need that many?
So I was like, I made a joke. I was like, so what are you going to do? You plan on like shooting up a school or the mall or something? And he said, when. Not if. Well, he actually changed it to if when I called him out on it. But he said, when I snap. And then he's like, I mean, if I snap. He was like, when I snap.
That's really scary.
I just, I'm going to go door to door and just ding dong, boom. Ding dong, boom.
No.
Or he's like, I'll go to a mall. There's like so many multiple targets at a mall. Not people, targets.
No.
I was like, oh, shit. Oh, really?
No.
I'm thinking in my head, if I dated you and I rejected you or disappointed you in any way, you blast my ass. Like, like what the fuck?
No wonder why he's single. That's scary.
Like I said, though, we all have fucked up dark thoughts. Like you ever like randomly be doing something and think about like, what if I shot my ex or something fucked up? We all think about fucked up shit, but you don't say that. You don't say that though out loud. It's called like a call to the void or whatever the fuck it's called. But we all have fucked up dark thoughts. But you don't voice that shit to somebody that you don't fucking know and you're trying to get them to like you. And like, and you would just tell like from his behavior, like he kept trying to take me out. And like he would be like, yeah, so when we go on a date, you could do this or we could do that. And I'm just like, I'll let you know.
See, okay, that's another red flag for me.
Being forceful or like being aggressive.
Like you are predetermining what is about to happen. You didn't discuss this with me. We didn't mutually agree on what's about to happen.
I never consented. You're just telling me what's gonna happen. Yeah. Like what the fuck?
This one dude who was interested in me, I never actually talked to him. He was just like, let's go get dinner at this place on this night. Like, that's kind of cute or whatever. You make the plans.
I like when they make the plans.
But you know I don't have time like that. So how about you ask me, are you free? Like, that's just really forceful in my opinion. I don't like it. personally, but some people might like it. I don't know.
I think it depends on the tone. But anyway, I'm curious what Art has to say. Do you have any deal breakers and shit?
I want to get back to what you said.
Oh.
So a man can't plan.
Yes, but he didn't know me well enough to do that.
I said it depends on the tone. Because you know how, like, if you're really aggressive, that's kind of scary. Like, we going to do this. Like,
I got deal breakers. I don't think I got to say the hygiene. That's of
well,
course.
yeah. I don't know. Some people, never mind.
What?
I don't even like all day twat.
What?
Some people do.
Yeah.
Or you ever know a guy that likes a girl that's at the gym and then like, let me smell your panties? Like, ew, the fuck?
That's not me.
Some people like
Weird.
Put some water on your ass. Probably just like no motivation. Like I ain't trying to fund your life either.
Mm-hmm.
What you mean?
Like kind of be established a little bit.
Oh, okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Have the basics
Yeah,
at
the
least.
basic,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Like you got a car, like motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like shit like that. But
Yeah.
kids,
Yeah. How do you feel about women with kids?
I've dated a woman with 5 kids.
Ooh.
Whoa.
Sure did.
Okay.
Was it a long-term thing?
Sure wasn't.
Oh, okay.
I was going to ask, how did that go? Were you
was
playing
cool.
stepdaddy? Like, what was going on?
No, not really. Not really. It depends on how you got your kids. How many baby dads you got?
Were they all the same dad?
2.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, and she was in long relationships with both of them. So
Okay.
I got
Okay.
it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I've dated someone with 4 kids. 3 kids. They all the same dad.
Okay.
You know, it just depends on that kind of situation. But
Yeah.
so that's really not a red flag.
I don't like other people's kids. I mean,
Jesus.
I don't either though. I don't like kids in general. I don't even
me not
remember being a
say
kid
that.
love
myself.
kids.
like
I
I
love
mean,
kids.
okay, the problem, not that I don't like other people's kids. I don't like that I didn't have a input on how they were raised. So the things that they come over with is not something I'm used to.
Yeah.
And
And you can't discipline them.
yeah, the way that you want to.
Like,
Like-
sit your ass down.
like, I
You
don't
can't. You just got to do it without them seeing.
No, because they gon' tell on you. But I don't even mean that just to like somebody who I was dating's kids. I mean my freaking niece and nephew. I love them to death, but it's
You
like
better whoop that ass.
I kind of prefer. I like a woman with 1 kid, like a kid. She kind of more like.
So you don't like women that don't have kids?
No, I do. But a
Oh.
woman with a kid kind of got her shit together. She probably cooking already. You know, just
yeah,
doing motherly shit that I could benefit from too.
yeah. Having a man is like having an extra kid.
Facts. I tell you all the time. You date me, I'm childish as hell. I'm a kid. Like,
And keep it fun.
yeah, I'm gonna pick on you. I'm gonna do childish shit for sure.
Okay. All right, Shay. So what would you do? Well, the question is, what do you do when you experience red flags early in a relationship?
Okay, number 1, if you haven't met them in person, well, I guess if you meet them in person too, this could apply. Ghosting. I know it's really not a good thing to do that.
No, fuck that. It's
But-
2023. Ghost that motherfucker if they make you feel weird.
If I feel like my life is in danger, you're not gonna hear from me again. You're blocked on
all right,
everything.
yeah, your life in danger, but
Or even your mental health is in danger.
Yeah.
People destroy people.
Like, don't
It's happened to
scare
me a couple times.
If you make me scared, I'm out of here. You ain't gonna never hear from me again. Wait, what was the question?
What do you do when you discover like red flags early in a relationship?
Okay, I might bring it up to him and ask him like, why is this, or why did you say that? Why do you feel like this about that, or whatever? I'll talk about it, and if I don't like their answer, I might just tell them like, now I'm in a more mature space in my life, so I can communicate. I don't have to ghost you, but like I said, if I feel in danger, deuces. But I'll just tell them it's not gonna work for me. And, either I'll tell them the truth and they accept it, or I'll be like, I can't, this is not what I'm looking for. Like, and just end it like that.
Okay.
What do you do?
Well, like I said, I also do now. Back then I didn't agree, but I definitely believe in the power of ghosting.
Yeah.
Especially if you're at a safe distance, ghost that motherfucker. If you have to see them though, like on a daily basis, like if you work with them or something, it might be awkward, but just ignore them like they never fucking existed. You don't owe people anything. I mean, some people you do, but if you're not invested, y'all never had time or love or feelings invested, ignore them. Fuck that shit. Like, listen, no. But also, I also want to give advice to people that are in relationships with people that they love and they're just now discovering red flags. Because sometimes it's not there in the beginning.
That's so scary.
It is, but sometimes you see it and you're already invested and you're already deep into it.
They trapped you.
Sometimes that person might not even be aware of their red flags, because that happens too, though.
Yeah,
I know
yeah, that's where accountability comes in.
And now that I'm older, I do what am I trying to say?
Hold myself accountable.
I hold myself accountable for my shit, and I try to correct that. But when I was younger, I didn't. But,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So I mean, for people that are in relationships and they're just now discovering it, my advice would be, you have to look at the whole thing, like look at the whole picture and weigh out your options and see, like, is this relationship worth keeping? But you also got to think about yourself. And me personally, I know that it's hard because, like, I am so selfless, but I mean, sometimes you have to be selfish and think about your sanity, your mental health, and your safety. And if the bad outweighs the good, you better get the fuck out of there. Just run. I mean, not run, but try to safely exit. Because like I said, if you're invested, you might live with this person. You might even be married to this person. If you got to get out, you better get the fuck out before it gets too late. Now, if you want to make it work, I suggest therapy. Yeah. I always will. You can either look to a therapist or I don't know if you're married, a marriage counselor, something. I mean, there could be ways to work around it, but you also have to accept that there is a chance that it's not going to work out. And you got to live with that shit. Yeah. But in these kind of situations, it's okay to be selfish. And me, myself, I'm still learning that. But you got to protect yourself at all costs. Yes, I know, like, you want to go all out for this person, but at the end, don't ever lose yourself.
Yeah, that's a big one.
Right.
Yeah. I definitely feel like I have lost myself in relationships in the past and stuff. Yeah. Because I wanted to be, like, all invested in them, and they were the only thing that mattered. But I'm pretty sure that was before I had a kid, because nobody's gonna come before Cam.
Right. Exactly. Yes. So, Chae.
Yes.
Is there something that you wanted to share with everybody today?
Yeah, so I usually do a sweet treat, y'all. But today is a little bit different. I'm not gonna do a sweet treat because I want to talk about something that unfortunately happened over the past couple of days. I'm still kind of dealing with. So last show, I talked about how happy I was and that we were having a new addition to our family. And we did have a new addition to our family. It's so hard for me to talk about it. So we got him on Friday. And I had him, like,
your puppy?
Yeah. Yeah, the puppy I was talking about. We got him Friday evening and had him till Monday evening. It happened while I wasn't home. He ran away and we can't find him. He was 8 months old. And he was perfect. So, he's no longer with us. Since we can't find him, I'm pretty sure he didn't survive because Monday was like a blizzard. And he didn't have any hair, like, on his body. He was a short-haired dog. He weighed like 6 or 7 pounds. We live right by the freeway. That was the last place he was seen. So he's gone, and me and Kim are truly devastated because I had so many plans for us in the future. Like, I have things I ordered that's still not here yet. Like, it's crazy. This is just something that I never imagined would happen to us. I'm a great pet owner. The last episode, we talked about forgiveness, and forgiving ourselves was a big one, but I can't right now. I'm going through trying to forgive myself, but there's literally nothing I could have done because I wasn't there.
And it's gonna take time. It's gonna take time, and that's okay. Because, like I said, I'm still not there forgiving myself for my shit, and it's okay to be disappointed.
I'm so
It's
upset.
okay.
I'm sorry. Like, that was just, it's still hard, and I'm trying to, like, every day has been getting better, but I just can't help but think he must have been so scared and alone, and like, what was he thinking in his final moments? Like, I just keep thinking about that. Everything happened so fast, and I'm blaming myself because if I would have got off work like 2 minutes earlier, I could have saved his life. But, like, shoulda, woulda, coulda. I can't turn back the hands of time, even though I wish I could.
And you know what's crazy? I feel like a lot of people, even me too, like, I feel like the loss of an animal is worse than sometimes the loss of a person. Because it's like an unspoken, not unspoken, but like, well, you can't speak to them, but it's like an unspoken bond that you form with them.
Yeah.
And it's like that was your baby, you know?
And, like, I don't really want to say it's better than a person, but I know what you're saying. And I really, like, the first dog I had to give away. I found out she was stolen, and I was heartbroken from that. Like, I really genuinely feel like animals are angels on earth.
Yeah.
Because they're so loyal to you. They don't know any better. Mm-hmm. So, like, they're never going to leave you, like, unless something unfortunate happens. Like, It's crazy. Like, if you do anything bad to them, they always forgive you because they're animals.
Yeah.
So that's what happened to our Roscoe. And I also felt upset because the lady who allowed me to take him, she trusted me. And I didn't protect him, but I wasn't there. So.
Yeah. You did what you could. Listen, you were at work. You were coming home. And I know it's hard. Like, I feel like we're giving each other the opposite conversation from last week. But literally, if you could go back and you would have known what would have happened, you know what I'm saying? It would have been a whole different situation. But you couldn't have known. And you were just getting off of work and that had happened. But I know it's going to be hard. But you're going to have to eventually forgive yourself. Cam forgave you.
He did. He's handling this so much better than me. I'm like a mess.
Yeah.
I'm a mess. And I feel bad for him too, because I made him give his cat away. And then we got the dog for 2 days and now he's gone too. Like, I keep putting him through this trauma. I never meant for him to have to keep suffering loss after loss after loss. Like, that's crazy. He actually started to like the dog. He said when the dog ran away, he took his heart with him.
But I am happy though that he is in therapy. When does he go back, by the way?
I think next week he got an appointment.
Okay. Well, that's good. And I hope he can learn how to form good coping skills. And same with you. I hope you got some good coping skills.
Well, I told you, I feel like I'm losing weight because I haven't been eating like I
Well, that's not a good coping skill.
And I haven't been sleeping good, but it's the only thing I can think about because I was supposed to protect him. And like you said about comparing humans to animals, I feel like, I never lost a baby or had a miscarriage or anything, but this is pretty damn close. Just to have like bought all this stuff and had so many plans for the future. Yeah. And like within a few minutes it was gone.
It's a fucked up feeling. I remember that day. And I heard your voice and I knew it destroyed you. And that made me upset because like I hate when I see you upset. Like I'm tearing up now. Like I hate that. And I hate that for you.
A lot of things don't upset me, but this is one of them.
Yeah. But we're going to get through this. Both of us, we've been through a lot of shit.
I need a tissue.
I know. We're going to get through this. I know it's hard, but eventually it's gonna take some time. But
Yes,
you're gonna be all right though. You know I got you, and we all got you.
I can't breathe out my nose.
Don't worry, we almost done, y'all. We almost done. So I just want to say a little inspirational quote real quick to take it away real quick for, every time we have an episode, I like to do a quote that's kind of like in line with the topic. So this one I got from Your Tango, and it's about, because we were talking about red flags and deal breakers. So it says,
I'm sorry, Art.
You're
I'm over here sniffling.
Oh, yeah. It's all right.
Okay, go ahead.
Fix your makeup on your right eye.
I can't.
It's like right here.
I don't care.
Okay, fine. I'm trying to help you out. Okay.
We're looking at you right now, so go ahead.
Okay. So it's from Your Tango. It says, never discredit your gut instinct. You are not paranoid. Your body can pick up on bad vibrations. If something deep inside you says something is not right about a person or situation, trust it. And then I have another one. It says, the red flags are usually there. You just have to keep your eyes open wider than your heart. And that's by April May Monterosa. So I just want to say that. I like that too.
Her name is April May.
April May Monterosa.
I love that name.
Really?
April May.
Yeah.
I like when there's like two first names. Like I like that.
That's what you got out of that, two first names?
No, I was saying what you said. You liked it.
The month come right after that.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Y'all know I'm not.
Because it's not. But no,
I have no common sense.
It's not spelled M-A-Y. It's M-A-E. So that's why she probably didn't think about it.
But I like that though, April May. I didn't think of that. Yeah, I ain't clever. All right, fuck y'all.
I'm
Y'all
so
laughing at me.
stuffy.
All right, Chae, do you want to give everybody our handles real quick?
Even though I look a mess, I'm sorry,
I
y'all.
won't zoom in on you.
Okay. So,
Psych.
listen, stop it.
says
I hate you. Listen, okay, here we go. Y'all can find us on... To the viewers who like to watch our show, y'all can find us on YouTube at MSK Podcast. And then on Apple and Spotify, it is My Sister's Keeper. On Facebook, we are My Sister's Keeper. I can't say the M's right. Excuse me.
I'm sorry.
On TikTok, we are MSK.
MSK Podcast.
Yeah, MSK Podcast on TikTok. And also,
Your new Instagram real quick.
Oh, yeah, my new Instagram is Chae Yay _MSK.
I got to make one for Nina Beans, but I ain't do it yet.
What's it going to be called, though?
Probably Nina Beans, whatever, _MSK, whatever you said.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll do that eventually. But yeah. Also, y'all, if y'all are watching this video on YouTube, hit the motherfucking like button, hit the bell notification, like, comment, share, subscribe, follow.
You said that kind of fast, but I got you.
Okay. And yes, please, y'all, like, you look, but y'all don't say nothing. Please say something. Please like it. Like, if you like it, literally like it. Hit the like button. It helps.
If you don't like it, like, comment so we know.
Right. Say something. Goddamn. Like, people silent as hell.
Yeah.
But speak up. We appreciate that.
Yes.
So, yes. So, thank you, everybody.
For tuning in.
Yes. And once again, this has been My
My
Sister's
Sister's
Keeper.
Keeper.